So the woman in this video you're looking at here says George Floyd died for us. And she's talking to black people. So she's saying that George Floyd died for black people as if he was some type of martyr. But let's get into her words first. I'm going to give you my thoughts after we let her speak.
It's been a rough ride. When I came here today, I almost had an emotional breakdown. Because it reminded me the day that George Floyd got killed. Where they get you to lay the flowers at, and the red representing the blood, and the white represents the purification that George Floyd died for us. Each and every last one of us. Had no George Floyd died, we wouldn't be here. God chose him. He was a chosen vessel. Men are called, but few that is chosen.
All right, so if you just would have listened to her and she wouldn't have said his name, you would have thought she was talking about Jesus. Died for us, right? Chosen by God, right? Like you would have thought she was talking about Jesus. No, she's talking about, I think he's a convicted felon. I think he's got, you know what? One second, I'm about to look this up right now. Yeah, in 2009, he was convicted of aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon and served 5 years in prison. So he's been convicted of several different offenses. So this man is a multi-convicted criminal that was high on fentanyl at the time of his arrest and likely died as an overdose of fentanyl. When the autopsy came back, this man had enough fentanyl in his system to kill a horse, is what was said. So he had a drug problem. He was addicted, I think it was to fentanyl. And she's talking as if he was this martyr that came out here and gave his life for black people to help black people's cause with police brutality. For one, police brutality amongst the black community is it's blown out of proportion, especially when they talk about unarmed black men being shot by cops. That is extremely blown out of proportion. There are 10,000 black people murdered on average, give or take, each year. About 90% of those people are murdered by other black people. So why don't we talk about the 9,000 black people that are murdering 9,000 black people? Why don't we talk about that rather than, the 14 kids that got unarmed and shot by a cop? Now, I'm not saying that there shouldn't be any attention to that, but in a lot of these cases, it's not, even when these people are shot and they're unarmed, it's not as simple as they're making it sound in many of these cases. Regardless, back to her and George Floyd. She's acting as if George Floyd was this hero that dedicated his life to the betterment of his community, and those white people just came and took him away from us. No, the man died from a drug overdose. And if you go back and watch the video of George Floyd, you can actually see him saying, "I can't breathe, I can't breathe," when no one was on his neck. At points during that interaction, he was saying that. Reason why? Probably had overdosed on fentanyl, right? Asphyxiation is one of the symptoms of overdose. So anyway, it's just, and this points to a bigger problem that the black community has. We turn criminals into martyrs. This man is no martyr. He's no hero. He's no martyr. He didn't die for a cause. He died because he had a drug problem. That's why he died, right? So I just, it's goofy. Like, this is goofy. She's out here talking, like I said, if she didn't say George Floyd, you would think she was talking about Jesus. No, she's talking about a convicted felon or a convicted criminal, right? Armed robbery. That's what she's talking about. Acting like he gave his life for our cause. No, this is our problem. We need to stop lifting up criminals. It's that simple. Stop lifting up criminals. This makes us look like a joke. Like, it's hard not to laugh at this when you see it, because like, you look at him, you look at the man's history, and she's acting like he's this righteous person who lived a perfect life, who, sacrificed and gave his all for us. No, it's not what happened. We need to be better than this. Stop turning criminals into heroic martyrs. He is not a heroic martyr. He's a criminal who very likely died from a drug overdose. It is that simple. Anyway, if you like the video, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.